America's game. Army and Navy hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Tradition, pageantry, is a game like no other. One in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the privilege of sing second. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Black Knights will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. All of these players on the field might have a higher calling, but guys, in this one, tough, hard-nosed running games against stout defenses.
And almost every year we go to this game, and there is absolutely nothing like it. The pageantry before the game, on the field, honoring everybody there, and realizing they're not just fighting for a game, they're fighting for everyone in the stands. And so it is one of the coolest scenes every single year.
And there's a lot of pride in this game, too, between Army and Navy and the bragging rights. It's been going on now for decades, over a century. This game at the end of the college football year, it just means more to these two teams.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quick completion on the out.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
On the return, it's Pugh. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Army's offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the ground with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He's going to pass. He's got his man.
I would coach say to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never be broke.
Looking to throw on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, great running, swatting it down. Nice job by this defense.
Discards a man. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Offense gets set for second down. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. A new set downs after the completion. Quarterback on the keeper. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The give to the lone running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game and the Mids blew them out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But, Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old-school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships, there have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
They'll throw it on first down. Touchdown, Navy! And they strike first. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator in that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Trying to find his man on first down. And he dropped it. And for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Shakes off the tackle. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. This offense has a 2nd down play. Here's the handoff. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good for 50.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll give it to him again. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Comes out throwing on first down. Big gets it in. Touchdown, Black Knights.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Navy offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. Maybe you want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else in the ball.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the timing just a hair off. They've gotten it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, there are rivalries, and then there is undeniably the most meaningful rivalry in sports. And the battle for the chance to sing second in today's Army-Navy game has been a sight to behold. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's move back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
He'll bring it back, working for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
Bounced off his feet. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Stumbled to the ground.
And not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense. But now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Navy.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. After run, now throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. catch in the middle. It's Amato.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He's able to get the tackle for loss.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Army! And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Navy will go back on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page and calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Trying to pick up a first down. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Navy will have to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They'll go to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they took a hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catching up to give them the first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Makes the grab on the left. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Black Knights have their offense in high gear. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the fourth quarter. Now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
early to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage. And nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets in as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finds his tight end. Tackle, but he has a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Going up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking down the middle. It's caught. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Power football with the run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Delivers to contact. Touchdown, midshipman! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody's like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
launching to go up top on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Finds us back in the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Down in possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with a losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is